Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. It's been a minute. My first foot's been hurting still real bad in the ankles and the back of the calves and things. Still going on. It's been really cold. Hey Google, what's the temperature?
The current temperature there is 41 degrees.
So it's 41
degrees. Current wind conditions, it feels like it's 34.
It's 41 degrees today, but it's been, like I said, really cold at nighttime. It's been dropping down to it got to 13 degrees last night. So it's been, like I said, really cold. So we got this bad boy we're gonna do. Lamar from Alaska, he is coming out and he is going to fix our kitchen today. So I'm going to prepare this and I'm going to teach you guys how I do that. and I've done these. This is my 3-2-1, how I do my 3-2-1 ribs. And they are awesome. First of all, I wanted to show you guys these. So these are my adventure packs that I am doing. It's got my beef jerky. This is sweet peach beef jerky with cheese, crackers, mangoes, trail mixed nuts, and pistachios. This one has the sweet peach beef jerky, cheese, crackers, dried peaches, and trail mix. And this guy here is Peach Crown Royal cheese, crackers, and pistachios. These things are freaking awesome. They're a good healthy snack. You know, you can take them hiking, fishing, on your next adventure, whatever you want to do, kind of thing. And they're awesome. I've been eating on them last night. I got up and had some. So it was for a midnight snack, and it was pretty darn good. So I'm gonna get this cleaned up. How I clean this up is I'll wash it and then tap it dry, and then we'll get things going here. I don't want to bore you through all that. So these ribs are about $15. Don't be afraid to do these ribs when you see them out of the store. They're really good. These ones actually really do have a lot of meat on them. And if you follow my recipe, they're going to fall right off the bone. This is my 3-2-1 rib recipe. And we'll see how they'll turn out. We've got just almost 6 hours to get these things done. So we'll get this done, we'll get the Traeger on, and we'll get them on the grill. Alright guys, so I got them washed down and I got them all dry patted down with a excuse me, with a paper towel. And this is what I like to use for my dry rub seasoning. It's pretty good. You're going to need yellow mustard. Don't worry, you're not going to taste the mustard on it. What this does is it's a brine for your dry rub. We haven't done anything on the grill at all like this for a long time, other than just doing ribeyes, which ribeyes are pretty darn good. I hope you guys understood my dry sense of humor with the with my last little short 1-minute video. Obviously, you don't get grill marks in the microwave. So don't put your ribeyes in the microwave. It's just how bad my dry sense of humor gets. Hopefully you guys can see this. You just want to rub that meat down. Maybe we'll pull this off before dinner. Who knows? I was hoping Lamar would say, "Oh no, let's not do the ribs. Let's do the chicken instead." Nah, these need to be cooked up and eaten anyway. So the new thing I've invested in is a food saver. Man, that thing is awesome. That's how I was able to vacuum seal everything on the adventure packs. But I've done like all the rest of the stuff too in my freezer, so it doesn't get freezer burnt, and it's always tasty and good. And I even vacuum sealed my potato chips. Bags. Sealed them, resealed them. Also my bagels. So my bagels stay longer. I always forget about the bagels, so I'm hoping this go around that I vacuum sealed all my bagels individually, of course. That when I do remember my bagels, they'll still be fresh as the day I bought them. Yeah, make sure you rub that meat. With your dry rub. So 3, 2, 1 means 3 hours on the smoke setting, and then you bring it in, wrap it in tin foil, put butter on it. I like to put brown sugar and honey on it on the outside, and then we'll double wrap it in tin foil, and then put it back on the grill for 2 hours. Bump the heat to 225, like I think I said already. Pull it off. Get your favorite barbecue sauce and put that on there. This is a really big rack of ribs, so you don't have to worry about your cook time or anything on these ribs. In 6 hours, they're going to be done and they're going to fall right off the bone. This is going to be awesome. I'm actually glad Lamar is talking me into doing this. My foot, like I said, my foot is absolutely killing me from the recovery. I don't have my boot on today just because my foot's been swelled up, and I just don't want to put it on right now. It's like I said, it's been painful. But if you turn around and grab you a cookie sheet to turn around and do your meats and stuff on when you got to do dry rub and stuff like this, it keeps your kitchen a hell of a lot cleaner, and it's better this way. Just trust me. All right, I'm gonna go, because my kitchen plug and everything is all underneath kind of a nightmare situation with my electrical until Lamar gets here to fixes it. It's going to take me a minute to get things fired up. So we'll be back shortly. And if you guys want to sit here and stare at these ribs for like an hour before I get things going, but I don't think we want to do that. Alright guys, we got our grill all cleaned up and it's smoking and going. And I've made a mess all over our kitchen floor. I know I'm really tired right now of all this mud. Things we have going on. Just realized I use my sprayer to clean off my tinfoil. Your tinfoil is going to be your best friend, and when it comes to big barbecues like this, whether it's brisket or ribs, pulled pork. So you always got to have tinfoil on hand. I was really hoping that Lamar was going to be like, yeah, sure, chicken would be fine. I don't want 3-2-1 ribs, Ed. Those are gross. You got to know the story out there. So when me and Lamar was out there working, and you can go back in the videos when I was flying one of my drones, my Mavic Mini, the first drone out there. I made us ribs. I talked the big game. When it came to doing ribs, but if you guys been following me for a while, you know, out there at the lodge, we don't have a whole lot. So during that time, so I'm like going, yeah, I can do ribs, no problem. So we bought some ribs at the store, which they were super expensive, because anything out there in Alaska is. And I did everything how I normally do it on the Traeger. I put them on the grill and did everything up. They looked amazing. You know, and I followed my own recipe. And I did the 3-2-1 ribs. Had it turned down low on the grill. But I ended up burning the crap out of the ribs. And I kind of ended up failing like big time. And the ribs, you know, you could peel all the burnt off and you got a few pieces of meat. And Lamar was pretty good about it. We ate it anyway. And so I invited him to come for brisket here when we got back from Alaska. And he enjoyed the brisket, but he's been dying to try the ribs ever since. So So I hope these ribs come out way better than we did when we was out there in Alaska. No, I'm not worried. You guys shouldn't be worried. I don't know, maybe we should be worried after all that fell. Noticed I've started losing some of my viewers, guys. Come on. We're never going to get this channel monetized. We're sitting at 390 subscribers right now. And if you guys want that drone giveaway and some merch giveaways, we got to get the views picked back up. And we need those subscribers so I can buy you guys a drone. It'll be a Mavic Mini 2 series drone that I think I'll buy for you guys. And they're pretty awesome. And we'll put it's an $800 package that we'll put together for you guys, and one of you lucky viewers will win that drone once we hit that. I'm just gonna stick these baked potatoes out there on the smoker. Six hours they should be done and have that nice awesome smoky flavor. I use that I use the Walmart pellets because you can get like these big bags for about 20 bucks and they last a long time. There's one time I was doing this, poking the potatoes, I ended up jamming my freaking fork in through and it went clear through my thumb. Now, I pulled off dinner, but I guess I ended up forking myself. It was pretty bad. What do we need? I'm using my normal phone. Not my normal phone. This is my normal phone, but I've been using this phone for forever. For doing videos. I'm actually using the backup phone or the editing phone for doing all this stuff, so it should, so I can talk to people. So it's always nice to have a backup plan, and that's all I really use is my phones and my drone for editing videos, and then I use Video Guru, and I've been using them since day one. They're in Google Store or for your iPhones, and that's a pretty good little editor to use. They keep getting better and better in that, but this is probably going to end up being a pretty long video with the ribs. I'm not going to shorten anything up and that, but man, my foot is killing me today, and I think we're going to go out and try starting the truck, and I haven't started the old 7.3 up for a minute. We'll do that after we get the potatoes on the grill. Oh, and I guess I ended up buying some macaroni and cheese noodles at Walmart, and we'll have that for a side. Oh, it should be pretty good. Oh, but yeah, so we'll get on that. Alright guys, we just went out and we tried to fire up the old 7.3 and she wouldn't start, so I got her plugged in. Unfortunately, until Lamar gets here and fixes my kitchen, I had to unplug the fridge, which it has jumped over to gas, so that's working properly. I kind of figured the old 7.3 wouldn't fire up, but I didn't want to burn my batteries all the way out to where it wouldn't fire, which I think I almost did, but I don't know. We'll leave it plugged in for a couple hours when we go to pull the ribs off the grill, to wrap them in tin foil we'll see if she'll fire up then. No, I've actually missed talking to you guys. This is awesome. Being able to do a video. It's pretty hard to do content videos, especially in that I did run out of propane, so we got to go get propane tomorrow from Freeway Propane. They lasted with the cold temperature. They lasted 20. It'll be 24 days is what the 4 tanks lasted, which is 20. Let's see, the 2 25-gallon tanks and 2 7-gallon tanks. But it's been really, really, really cold here the last few days, so it's been bad. Now on my adventure packs, this is going to be a pretty cool deal. This is something I've always wanted to do, and they were going to be $8 a pack. And with the homemade beef jerky and stuff, and I'm really, really looking forward for this adventure, being able to vacuum seal stuff like this and make a go at it. I'm going to be doing other things too. I'm going to be doing already made meals like brisket and ribs and pulled pork, and vacuum seal them, and you can throw them in they'll be about $20 a seal meal. You can throw them in your freezer, and when you want that awesome smoked barbecue, you just pull them out, throw them, heat and eat them. And the nice thing is obviously these you don't want to boil, but like when you get my heat and eat, and if you're out in the wilderness, you can turn around and grab your water, throw them in a pot, boil them, and they're done. So that adventure is going to be pretty cool. I'm excited for that. I've been waiting to do this adventure for a very, very long time, and I've been snacking on them. So I don't think I'll make a profit off of them if I keep eating on them. But that's okay. We can always make more later on. But pretty cool. But imagine you're at work and the vending machine is always expensive and you don't get very much, but these are like so tender and really good. Like I said, this is a sweet peach homemade beef jerky, and it's really, really good. It's so tender it just falls apart. I'm about ready to heat one of these up, eat one of these up, because I've been lazy the last few days and I haven't wanted to eat anything, so I've just been snacking on these adult snack packs, and they've been good. I got a bunch of deer jerky coming that's already been made, and we're going to compare the two. So the deer jerky, if you guys are local and want to try this deer jerky, you're more than welcome, but I will be doing my deer jerky my way, so you get the same tenderness with the deer jerky, because I've got a hamburger coming as well, and that's going to be pretty awesome. So these are really, really good. Really good, really good eating, and yeah, $8 a pack. So this is pretty awesome to be able to. This is the last one in the batch that I had. That's why there's only one in there, but that's why I kind of threw the mangoes in and extra trail pack and stuff. And I did the trail pack and the pistachios individually, so like you can put them and save them in the pocket. But these are really, really filling and super good. But so cool adventure that we're starting these adventure packs. You can throw them in your packs, take them fishing, take them jeeping, take them overlanding, throw them in your fridge. They don't take up much space. And in my overland build, you guys, if you've seen me in the past, I have a fridge set up and a full-on kitchen. And I'm really, really excited for this overland build. We're going to do an overland build out of my 2000 Ford F350. And we're going to make it to where it's got a canvas top on it. And it folds over, but at the same time, I can still hook up to the fifth wheel and utilize the truck still that way. So that's going to be a pretty good build too. Alright guys, well I guess we'll see you back here on the 3-hour mark to when we go to do the second part of the ribs. Alright guys, so I wasn't prepared for the rain we're getting right now, and it's making it kind of difficult. But as you can see, I think we're going to be okay. With what we have going on here. Man, this kitchen is awesome. I am so gonna have to like pull out the carpet cleaner after all of this and vacuum. I hate when there's so much. Okay, we got more tin foil. We're good. So I take my Traeger cover and I throw over the top of it, over the top of my Traeger while it's smoking, to help keep things dry, the Traeger dry, and to help keep the heat in to the Traeger. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but the rain is just coming down. Now you guys don't have to do this if you don't want to, but this is something I just enjoy doing with my ribs. I think that makes them taste better. My opinion, it does. God, my floors are just trash. Which will be okay. We'll clean them all up. Brown sugar. Take your ribs. I don't know about you guys, but I've had just about enough of the cold. That I can handle for a lifetime. This may take us a minute to get the honey out. Fortunately, I don't have any more honey. Than what we have right there. You want that packed really, really tight. Then when it goes on the grill, we're going to bump it to 225, going on the grill for 2 hours. So let's go get those done. Ugh. See you in a couple hours, guys. Okay, we're adventurers. We're down to where we're ready to put on the barbecue sauce, and this is really the tricky part here, because the meat ends up being so tender that it just wants to fall apart, and it ends up being super hard to get this covered in barbecue sauce. Once you get it flipped over, it's not too bad. So I'm going to figure this out, and we'll go from there, and I'll get back with you here shortly. But man, it does smell awesome. The rain has slowed down and the snow, so I think we might be in good shape for this next part. I wanted to show you guys just how much juice are in these ribs. Now I'm going to save this juice to do gravy with on a future dinner. I can throw it in the freezer and stuff, but we'll see how easy we can pull off saving it. All right, we was able to save quite a bit of it, but now we're going to turn around and get the barbecues on both sides. This is the tricky part, and this is really hard if you don't have any help to do. So what I usually do is I take 2 spatulas and put underneath it, bring it back a little bit, and then flip it. And it's pretty difficult to do this part. Okay, that wasn't too bad. We managed to get our barbecue sauce on and down. We're on the bottom side without making that big of a mess. Now we need to cover the top of it. And it just picked up raining again. You want a lot of barbecue sauce on them. This last hour, you leave it on 225, and This last hour barbecue or caramelizes your barbecue sauce. I'm thinking we're going to be in good shape with that. So we go ahead and put our spatulas up underneath here like this, and that sets us up in pretty good shape. Now, I don't know if you guys can see this, but that's how much juice I was able to pull off. I lost quite a bit of it down the sink, but this will make some awesome gravy for mashed potatoes and gravy. It started raining again, so I'm going to go flip the lid up on the trigger so I can rush these out there. Alright guys, we got that handled okay, so we got just about an hour, like I said, left. These potatoes are still not quite done. They're still pretty hard for being on there for 6 hours. Crazy, but they look good. So I'm just going to throw them in the microwave for 20 minutes or so. Just to get them to soften up. Hopefully we don't break our popper breaker on that one. I got it plugged in the microwave, plugged it over here because it's actually a 20 amp fuse over by the washer and dryer over here. So, but Lamar said he's on his way, and we just about got these ribs licked. It started raining again, and yeah, we just, like I said, we about got it licked. So. But I'm definitely going to have to break out the carpet cleaner, and I'll show you guys my homemade carpet cleaning solution that I use. I've showed you once before, and we'll we just got to do the clean the carpets, man. This thing is a nightmare. I should probably wait, but I can see the colors, and that's one thing I didn't realize when I bought a RV with light colors, how hard it was to keep clean. And with my OCD, it's just like, grrr. Oh, but hopefully tomorrow comes and we get our kitchen fixed and our electrical, and we get all back up and running 100% like we're supposed to be. No. Let me know what the weather's there. Let's see what the weather's dropped down to. Hey Google, what's the temperature and the weather?
The current temperature there is 32 degrees. It's 32 degrees with snow there. Tonight, the forecast is around 35 with rain and snow.
Oh, thank goodness we only got an hour left. Like I said, we are on our last bottle of propane, so tomorrow we got to run in and the freeway propane and fill up our bottles. I think I told you I did get the truck fired up, so when Lamar gets this electrical done, I will be plugging the truck in tomorrow because I don't want to fight with it tomorrow. I'm thinking I'm about just to the point where it needs new batteries. And the truck, even though they're a couple years old, but I don't know. That's the only other thing I could possibly think that could be, other than it's a fuel filter, why it doesn't like to start with the cold. Everything else has been done. Alright guys, we'll see you on the final. One of these days I'm going to end up figuring out that I got to hit the record button. But we got our ribs done. It's raining out there. It's, hey Google, what's the temperature?
33 degrees.
So it warmed up a notch, but it's still raining, pretty miserable out there, pretty icky. Lamar's studying everything. We decided that there's a junction box up underneath somewhere that needs to be, something happened, but it's so wet and icky that none of us want to climb underneath there. So he'll come back on a later day. But we are going to get this here put together, and I'll show you all this here. What do you think of that, Lamar? Is this better than the one out in Alaska?
I tasted it, yeah.
If you remember the one that we did out there, I really killed that one, didn't I? No.
It was like jerky.
I don't even think it was like jerky. If you guys see this, it's just... Smells good.
Yes, it does.
Try not to cut my finger off here.
I always turn them over, then you can see where it's cut.
The bones are pretty tender that they're just kind of cutting right in half.
Good stuff.
Yeah? A lot better than the Alaska one, huh?
Yeah, it's better.
I tried, but we were doing it on an old gas barbecuer, and alright guys, I'll finish cutting this up and I'll flip them over and show them to you. Alright, adventurers, so we got our ribs all done. They're nice and juicy. They're going to be good. Yeah, that's definitely good. I don't think Lamar's going to like these. Oh. But, yeah, our ribs came out good. I'll show you the final touches of everything together here in a little bit. But we're going to get these put together and eat these 3-2-1 ribs, and we'll let you guys know what Lamar thinks of it after redeeming myself from our Alaska burnt ribs. Alright guys, we got Lamar over here eating. What do you think? Is it way better than the Alaska?
Delicious.
Awesome. Oh, I was pretty worried about it. No, I had to redeem myself, but this is what we got going on. You can see the nice smoke ring on there for 3 hours. I got the smoked baked potatoes with cheese, sour cream. We're going to chill down and eat this. So until next time, adventurers, stay safe, stay cool, and hope to see you on the road.